Hey everyone, Dennis here, back with an exciting update on my dungeon crawlers development. Today we are diving into the nuts and bolts of player movement and enemy AI, so I'll keep the nerd talk with attempt to be fun. Initially, I am aiming for Diablo 2 style click to move system. Simple, right? Well, turns on my initial logic had more bugs than a picnic in the summer. After wrestling with it for a while, I finally nailed it. But then, I think, why stop there? Why not have the player smartly navigate around obstacles instead of face planting into them? Enter Unreal Engine navigation data. This feature lets me build paths that cleverly avoid obstacles. Sure, the internet told me to use an AI controller, but after dividing into forums, consulting with the great Oracle Google and chatting with ChatGPT, I figured out a workaround. I could simply calculate and store my path points in array without needing a separate AI controller. A few tweaks later, voila, it worked like a charm. Next up, enemy AI. I started with the basic patrolling and chasing the player if they get too close. With some help from YouTube tutorials, Unreal Engine docs and my good buddy ChatGPT, I managed to cobble together something that, while primitive, did the job. But what's an enemy if it can't attack? So I rolled up my sleeves and add animations for attacking, hitting and dying. Implementing the enemy health system attached to basic UI and some basic attack mechanics and extra animation for actions like hit and death float. It wasn't as difficult as I feared, but let's just say I've learned more about animation mixes, triggering and case that I ever planned. So after that I made some basic work for my player. Add mesh, animations like walking, hit, attack. Then came a hilarious thing. Enemies following the player in a perfect line, not exactly as smart as I want. Fortunately, Unreal has a crowd controller that helps enemies move more naturally, avoiding the dreaded enemy parade. Implementing this gave me a somewhat stable result, but there's a room for improvement in the future. To spice things up and improve some movements interaction logic, I add a target lock feature. Now you can click and hold the left mouse button to focus on an enemy, guiding your character in attack without getting sidetracked. And for a bit of realism, if you or enemy move during the attack, expect some misses. Combat's not all about landing hits. All this progress made it clear why mixing C++ with blueprints is the way to go. It helps keep the blueprint spaghetti to a minimum and prevent the dreaded code overload. I wanted to optimize my solutions in the future. Maybe, hopefully. After some testing, I'm really happy with the result. It's time to move on to the next set of features. Stay tuned, and thanks for joining me on this dev journey. If you have any tips, questions or want to share your thoughts, drop a comment below. And if you're new here and like watching a developer occasionally bite off more than he can chew, don't forget to subscribe.